Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic of my video is on Age of Chaucer, which is 14th century. First of all, I would like to say sorry for not uploading videos since long. From now, I'll be uploading videos regularly, so please keep subscribing my channel and press the bell icon for early notification of my video. So let's get started with the topic, the Age of Chaucer. The Age of Chaucer was 14th century. Chaucer was born in 1343 and he died in 1400. So the period between 1343 to 1400 is called Age of Chaucer. Chaucer is called father of English literature. Now, some of the major incidents that took place during Chaucer's period were, number one is the 100 Years' War. 100 Years' War started in 1337 and it ended in 1453. So the period between 1337 to 1453, the 100 Years' War took place and it lasted for 116 years. This 100 Years' War was fought between France and England. Second major incident that took place during Chaucer's period was Black Death or bubonic death. Black Death occurred during 1348 to 49 and it was the death which was caused by plague by black rats. During this Black Death period, bubonic plague, around 40 to 60% of England's population suffered and died. It took around 200 more years for England to recover to its original population. So Black Death was the major setback during Chaucer's age. And this 100-year war also halted during this Black Death period. Now the Peasants Revolt, it started in 1381. It occurred in 1381 and it is also called Tyler's Rebellion because Tyler was the head of the Peasants Revolt and it occurred due to the unrest among peasants. So these are the major incidents that took place during Chaucer's period. Now Chaucer's age. The Chaucer's writing can be divided into three periods: French period, Italian period and English period. His early writings were written in French language. So his early writing period is called French period. Then he wrote in Italian language and then he wrote in English language. So his writings can be divided into French period, Italian period and then English period. During French period, he wrote many books and some of the important books were, he translated Roman de la Raza. The most important book which was written during French period was the Book of Duchess. It is elegy and eulogy on the death of wife of Chaucer's patron John of Gaunt. It was written in Ottawa rhyme. This is major book written during French period. Another book is ABC, A Prayer to Virgin. It is a long poem. Now let's come to the Italian period. Since Chaucer was diplomat, he visited many countries and he visited Italy. And during his visit to Italy, he was influenced by Boccaccio, Petrarch and Dante. He was most influenced by Boccaccio and he was least influenced by Dante. And during Italian period, he wrote many books. And the first book which was written during Italian period, or the first book which was written in this language, was The House of Fame. The House of Fame is the dream vision or a dream allegory written in octosyllabic couplet. It is a satirical poem and this poem is influenced by Dante's Divine Comedy. So House of Fame is the first book written during Italian period and was influenced by Dante's Divine Comedy. Second book written during Italian period is The Parliament of Fools. Again, it is a dream vision written in rhyme royal, and it contains passages that has been directly taken from Dante. It shows the marriage between Richard II and Anne. So this is again very important book. Third important book is Toilets and Cresside. It is an epic poem written in rhyme royal. It is influenced by Boccaccio Il Filostrato. This Troilus and Cressida is his longest completed poem. He wrote 3 longest poems: Troilus and Cressida, Legend of Good Women, and the Canterbury Tales. The Canterbury Tales was incomplete poem. The Legend of Good Women was again incomplete poem. So his longest completed poem is Troilus and Cressida, written in rhyme royal, and was influenced by Boccaccio Il Filostrato. Now Robert Henryson, who was Scottish Chaucerian, he wrote the sequel to Troilus and Cressida. The name of his book was Testament of Cresside. His another book written during Italian period is The Legend of Good Women. It is very important book as this was the first book in English written in heroic couplet. It has 10 stories of a woman in 9 sections. The Legend of Good Woman is again incomplete poem, but it is very long poem. So many questions can be framed like the House of Fame was influenced by Dante's Divine Comedy. Name the poem of Chaucer which contains passages that has been directly taken from Dante. It is The Parliament of Fools. Who wrote the sequel to Troilus and Cresside? It is Robert Henryson. Name the poem of Chaucer which was influenced by Boccaccio Il Filostrato. It is Troilus and Cresside. Name the longest completed poem of Chaucer. It is again Troilus and Cresside. Name the first book in English which was written in heroic couplet. It is The Legend of Good Women. So many questions can be framed like name the first book written during Italian period. It is The House of Fame. So many questions can be framed from this. Now let's see the third period. The third period is his English period. The Canterbury Tales was written during his English period. The Canterbury Tales was also written in heroic couplet. The Prologue to Canterbury Tales is also written in heroic couplet, and it was written in Mid-England dialect. So, The Legend of Good Women was written in heroic couplet. Prologue to Canterbury Tales and the Canterbury Tales were written in heroic couplet. The Book of Duchess, Ottawa Rhymer, and Troilus and Cressida in rhyme royal. Now, some of the major facts about Chaucer are: he was born during Edward III period, lived during Richard II period, and he died during Henry IV. So these are the 4 monarchs that were in his age: Edward III, Richard II, and Henry IV. Chaucer was the first poet to occupy the Poets' Minister in Westminster Abbey. So he was the first poet to occupy this Poets' Corner place in Westminster. After that, many poets and writers were buried, like Charles Dickens, Thomas Hardy, but he was the first to occupy this place. Chaucer divides society into 3 conventional estates: the knight, the ecclesiastic, and the working man. Chaucer's age is marked with corruption in church, decline in feudal system, and rise in national consciousness. Chaucer is called Morning Star of Renaissance. So who is called Morning Star of Renaissance? Chaucer. And Wycliffe is called Morning Star of Reformation. Chaucer and Wycliffe, they are contemporary writers, and Morning Star of Renaissance is Chaucer and Morning Star of Reformation is Wycliffe. The Well of English Undefiled, he is Chaucer, and this was given by Spenser. The Well of English Undefiled, this term was given by Spenser to Chaucer. Father of English literature, Chaucer. Who said Chaucer lacked high seriousness? It is Matthew Arnold. Who called Chaucer as the father of English poetry? Again, Matthew Arnold. So these are some of the facts which are related to Chaucer. Friends, I have already uploaded a video on Canterbury Tales in which I have introduced the prologue to Canterbury Tales, and I have also told you about the characteristics of various pilgrims. So please do refer to that video also. And friends, if you like my video, then please press the like button and subscribe my channel, and best of luck for your exams. Thank you. Have a nice day.